video coming up. Yeah, there it is. I don't know. I just put in some weird words, letters for Darvarrad. I have no idea. If anybody actually plays this, they would figure out what it is. But anyway. If you don't know what a Darvarrad is from my stupid spelling, and if you haven't played the game, I'm sorry. It's the Canary place. Whatever. Now that I find out, Kristen had written something half an hour ago and somehow I missed it telling me I had a one message available. Anyway, well, I didn't really have to write anything. It was Lisa's turn. Lisa's now busy at work still, so that doesn't help. For 2 more hours. So, game. And other person not written yet. And I need to alt-tab and get rid of this. My hard drive is actually getting full. My big one is actually getting full because of all my videos and screenshots. And yeah, okay, I'm deleting my brand new videos, but not my older ones. I don't know what my deal is, but yeah, that's what I'm doing. Anyway, okay, well, hopefully that, and I have Solas in here. Yes, configured. So as long as I don't decide to crash and does display his eye color, I will be very happy by the time I get to that spot.
Yes, do the thing to the other thing. Oh, sorry, I'm not good with things that don't have feelings.
Did this one work? That one. Stay there. And
So, let's go.
Dorian? Dorian? Went in stealth. He could be standing around in a tower or somewhere. You never know. Don't have a clue where he might be. Pull up some barrels. Instructions for new workers. The Dragon's Breath must continue regardless of concerns at the Winter Palace. Many are new to the queue and have not yet learned to trust. Your worry is understandable. The rest of the world has betrayed you. All who have been to the Darvarrad know the difficulty of maintaining the specimen for extraction for as long as we have. If we delayed Dragon's Breath, we would have to dispose of the specimen. Creating Gatlock is normally a slow process requiring much mining and alchemy. Venom extraction offers the only means to deliver the dragon's breath quickly and in large quantities. To delay dragon's breath is to lose any chance of bringing peace to the South without needless suffering. The Qun demands we save the workers of the South from a bloody war and deliver them into our teaching before corruption further overtakes the land. So they're going to kill people to somehow prevent needless suffering and, yeah, put them into the slavery of the Qun. Others have voiced concern over the specimen. The Qun does not demand cruelty to any living being, but all creatures have a place and duty under the Qun. The specimen serves as a must. When dragon's breath is complete, it will be extinguished quickly and painlessly, as when we slaughter animals for food. Allow your superiors to deal with the ancients of Fenrel and remember your role, Qun. Yeah, they're actually using dragon's breath. If you want to craft a weapon right by the end of the game, there you go.
Bad. Hold on a little longer.
Wait, what was that? Oh, I guess I was taking a screenshot.
I could do that.
Nobody needs any. Dragon skull would make a wicked armchair, but it... The defense of Halimshral and a number of other palaces.
Look at all this. The Canary text is gibberish, but it looks a great deal like they're cataloging artifacts. How many ruins must they have found to produce so much? What are they doing with it?
Morrigan said the key to an Eluvian could be anything, including knowledge or power. So they're stockpiling both. That's how they got the keystone and opened so many of the Eluvians we've seen.
They will have defenses in place. We must not stumble into anything blindly. Is that a copy of Swords and Shields?
And they have... Oh, really? What is... What is this? It's an orb. Something that has fade rock growing around it, and there you have an elven artifact. Or a piece of ministerium, whichever way I want to call it. Got this green fade rock with like some old orb inside of it. Does it like not work? Letters and replies to the Honorable Triumvirate of the Cune. On behalf of the Inquisition, I must humbly inquire as to the hostile actions of your agents in Hallamstraw. We can only view attacks by Ben Hathor's agents upon our officers and the infiltration and sabotage of the Exalted Council at Hallamstraw as prelude to declaration of war. If the Canary people do not wish to provoke retaliation, these hostilities must cease at once. Respectfully, Ambassador Josephine. Several incomprehensible messages in Kunlat follow. A letter in common with elegant script has been crumpled into a ball, but the writing is still illegible. To Ambassador Josephine Montelier of the institution. The Triumvirate of the Canary Peoples wishes to assure you that despite the loss of the Dreadnought and its crew of 100 souls in a failed joint mission with the Inquisition 2 years ago, military action has not been approved against the Inquisition. No one in Parvalen has authorized action of any kind involving the Exalted Council, nor will they. We are seeking out the Ban Hasrath priest who appears to be leading this operation without our consent. Once she is located, we assure you that these hostile actions will cease. Solas are considered priests, even though they're also warriors. Yeah, what's all that from Sten in Game 1 about women not fighting? Or I started getting cold. Right, okay. Swords and shields is right there. Okay, that is... Time to save a dragon. Yes, but there's another story I have going with Lisa. Well, technically 2 other stories, but the one kind of got abandoned. Just think of the other one. But I wrote a small message on there and she didn't. Oh, I'm waiting for stories.
Dragon's breath is an actual dragon.
You didn't understand that all about the specimen.
Inquisition! Nira Tasiasara! Miraba Sadim Kata! You have come far enough, Inquisitor. No more.
To battle!
Anyway. Hello. Why can't I do it? Hold on, Cole. Naked statues. Reed. Beast presents chafing around the limbs and tail, likely from attempts to use chains while its natural strength remains. Muscles are slack from confinement. Darvarrad said she initially tried drugging the beast, but the amount required to keep it sated changed the quality of the serum. Quality of its venom so that it was no longer useful in producing Gatlock. She says fire has kept it under control while the heated panels keep it in a state of comfortable drowsiness. Darvarrad is not as good as at deception as she thinks she is. She does not like what we are doing to the beast. She calls it Atashi, which means something like great thing, and she repeats sayings from the Kyun to herself when she extracts the venom. I do not disagree with her. I saw enough harm done to innocent beasts at my lord's sneering commands. The beast, the Atashi, deserves better than pry bars and needles we use upon it each time we drain its venom gland. Says I may be needed at the Winter Palace. It is likely that some view elves with suspicion thanks to their attacks by the Ancient of Darvarrad. But a human woman may still pass unnoticed among the servants. She says I may be asked to deliver more Gatlock into her containers. She says it could be dangerous. If I do not turn, we will assume I am dead. As I said, Darvarrad is not as good at deception as she thinks. But she is right. I did not join the Kyun for this. Are we into the dragon lair yet? Posted for primers combine no more than 1 part Tashi venom with equal amount of death root and 3 parts powdered silverite. Adding more venom will dissolve the casing of the primers here in the factory and fill the room with deadly gas. Whoever keeps getting the formula wrong needs to see me immediately. We have a great many primers on a tight schedule and cannot afford any more mistakes. Yeah, sure.
Obviously need the dragon's venom. No dragon, no more plan.
Her captors have already mutilated her. It seems needlessly cruel to kill her.
We will not let you cut down the Atashi.
The barrier is blocked. It cannot move.
Barriers are set. Now we just need to open the gate.
Atashi Itwa, Keresam! Pishara!
Naked statues.
Yes! We're helping her!
Before everybody dies.
She's free! She's leaving!
Bashara! Dear Inquisitor, you have such little time left. You must finally see the truth. Elven magic already tore the sky apart. If the agents of Fen-Harel are not stopped, you will shatter the world as well.
The Inquisition has nothing to do with these agents.
Come, Inquisitor. I am the eyes and ears of the Canary people. Do you think you can deceive me? You would have died from the mark on your hand, but for the help of one of their chief agents. The same agent who helped seal the breach, who led you to Skyhold, who gave Corypheus the orb, then founded the Inquisition. Solas, agent of Fen-Harel.
What?
Solas wanted that orb. If the agents of Fen-Harel gave it to Corypheus, he couldn't be one.
Or perhaps he was tasked with removing the evidence of his group's interference. Solas tricked us all. He pushed a dying Canary into the Winter Palace to lure you into opposing us. Without him, we could have brought the South peace and wisdom along the gentle path.
Peace.
Now we must take the way of blades. Anahayden, Inquisitor. If it is any consolation, Solas will not outlive you.
They're both so freaking huge. Well, it doesn't have this one.
Whatever else, Solas was one of us. I won't leave him for Vidasala.
Okay, don't die. Mods.
The Vidasala cannot have
In
gotten far.
here. All right. Overgrown path.
Up there!
Going to... Everyone back! Ah!
Discharges all accumulated focus. If focus reaches full power, the anchor discharges uncontrollably, damaging you and your allies as well as nearby enemies.
If it keeps up like this, it will kill you. Solas must help as he did at Haven.
Solas doesn't want to hurt people. He isn't that kind of wolf. The Canary don't see.
Isn't that kind of wolf? Everybody's eyes full green. like to take some pictures.
That must be where Solas is.
Here! Definitely don't have time for that. Which one is which? Oh, come on.
There! He can't be far from her, or it hurts him.
done. Come on, do the button. shot. Come on. Once I get that figured out, I'll have to blow up. Okay. No. Did I get it or what? Did I not get? Oh, whatever. Come on, do it.
He's coming to stop us.
Be ready. They have reinforcements.
following orders.
Darvarrad! 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 You will not be. Antam! Ibrata Gadi!
Okay. Oh, hello, people, talk to me. Okay, 46 minutes. So, as long as it don't break down, I'm definitely getting to the end, although, as far as the end credits going in. Not be. Done. 8 more coming. rift back.
Quick, we're almost there.
Yes. Do that one. Little over button happy. Alright. Okay, this is the last battle one, right?
Let us finish this!
You are dead, Inquisitor! Your
Okay,
soul
so
is dust!
I take the one or I take nothing. Right then. Come get me. Yes, I know. Dice. No. That's the thing. What? I didn't do that. He did that. It wasn't my face stuff. Did I just blow up? I didn't think I used that. On Cole. Oh, looks like he's Cole's back. Dude, jumping down. Guess I know this cry demon too bad. Spirit damage.
You can't hurt him,
There
but
we
the
go.
Fade can. Use your mark.
Okay. My body didn't turn invisible? Big huge wolf statues. Now, the only thing I got left to test is going through that mirror. And I can't even look at Dorian anymore. Companions aren't. Well, you're invisible. The taken shape. Well, taken shape is invisible, huh? Because I'm usually wearing the taken shape as a girl. She was invisible for a second. Just at her head. I never truly got a good look at Dorian's eyes because I was in the dark. Yeah. If I make it through this mirror, Solas' eyes better be blue. And it better not play the dang romance thing. Oh no. No crashing.
Ah!
That doesn't work in Helmstrahl, and so for the visors it would never show up, but it's working here.
Ebesit kata,
Is his eyes blue?
etwa ost.
Maraskata!
Your forces have failed. Leave now and tell the Canary to trouble me no further.
I couldn't tell. He moved too fast. No, they're not.
Solas.
Didn't work.
That should give us more time. I suspect you have questions.
Oh. I want eye color. Which is the silliest thing is this baby doll eye mod makes it have brown in them, which doesn't even make sense.
The Canary answered some of those questions. The information I found while traveling through the Illuvians answered more. You're Fen'Harel. You're the Dread Wolf.
Well done. I was Solas first.
Oh, it doesn't.
Fen'Harel came later.
Beauty's
An insult I
fine.
took as a badge of pride. The Dread Wolf inspired hope in my friends, and fear in my enemies. Not unlike Inquisitor, I suppose. You also know the burden of a title that all but replaces your name.
Yeah, he doesn't have his shaved hair either. Nepuni's mod. It loads in Trespasser, but it doesn't show up. Nothing shows up in the palace and doesn't show up on Solas. Okay, I need to shut this door. And you're back. Yes, yes, I purposely made Angel howl, if you can hear it. Because we are facing the Dread Wolf. Screenshots.
Our legends about you are wrong. I saw the truth as we traveled the crossroads.
You saw another story, written in desperation to give me more credit than I ever deserved.
You were a hero, Solas.
I sought to set my people free from slavery to would-be gods. I broke the chains of all who wished to join me. The false gods called me Fen'Harel, and when they finally went too far, I formed the Veil and banished them forever. Thus I freed the Elven people, and in so doing, destroyed their world.
See, I have a scar too. See, clone. I've got the clone mod. Except for the eyebrows.
You love the Fade. Why would you create the Veil to hide
The
it all away?
complexion mod.
Because every alternative was worse.
Doesn't have
Meaning?
that many freckles.
Had I not created the Veil, the Evan would have destroyed the entire world.
You banished the false gods. You didn't kill them.
You met Mythal, did you not? The first of my people do not die so easily. The Evan are banished forever, paying the ultimate price for their misdeeds.
That's what freckles are supposed to look like, but the Solas doesn't have freckles showing up. And he's not modded.
You said that the Elven gods went too far. What did they do that made you move against them?
They killed Mythal. A crime for which an eternity of torment is the only fitting punishment.
I thought Mythal was one of the Evanuris.
She was the best of them. She cared for her people. She protected them. She was a voice of reason. And in their lust for power, they killed her.
How did creating the Veil destroy the world?
You saw the remains of Via Dathara. The library was intrinsically tied to the Fade, and the Veil destroyed it. There were countless other marvels, all dependent on the presence of the Fade, all destroyed. Your legends are half right. We were immortal. It was not the arrival of humans that caused us to begin aging. It was me. The veil took everything from the elves. Even themselves.
Get the eyebrow mod, the eyelash mods, and the baby doll eye mod, but not the eye color. That does not make me happy. See, adjust Solas' eye color to your liking. I got only the people I needed, and it loaded. Sandra, Cole, Dorian, Sarah, and Solas. That's all I used, and I got Solas. That's my complexion. The puny Solas retexture is for that. Baby doll tintable eyes. Well, it's tintable for me, as it won't make everybody's eyes appear the exact same color. Like there's different eye mods that, like a blue one, that everybody's appears a light blue, which I almost got so pissed that I decided I'm gonna use this now.
The Evanuras were Elven mages. How did they come to be remembered as gods?
Oh, it probably went
slowly. It started with a war. War breeds fear. Fear breeds a desire for simplicity.
Well, the SOS
good
is the
and
same
evil,
thing.
right and wrong, chains of command. After the war ended, generals became respected elders,
SOS blue mod works.
then kings, and finally gods. The Evanuras.
Yeah, but apparently, from what I can tell, it refuses to mod anybody in the palace, and it won't mod anybody. It won't mod Solas at all, except for Frosty, as people can get him to wear some rainbow outfit that I couldn't find, and some stupid nughead. And I don't know how to use Frosty. I can't get it to work.
That's the past. What about the future?
I lay in dark and dreaming sleep while countless wars and ages passed. I woke still weak a year before I joined you. My people fell for what I did to strike the Evanuras down. But still, some hope remains for restoration. I will save the Elven people, even if it means this world must die.
See, I have the scar. See? I did bump the scar intensity completely up, all the way up on the Black Emporium. It doesn't show up very often, though. You can't see it that good. It's not distances. And the dimple, but not the eyebrows. Where there used to be an eyebrow mod, and then there isn't. It got taken away. Hidden. I suppose people that used to already had it can use it. Come on, nobody's talking to me online.
Let me help you, Solas.
You cannot.
You want to restore the Elven people. I would give my life for that.
Would you give the life of every friend you have ever known? There is no glory here. Only a price that I alone will pay. It is my fight. You should be more concerned about the Inquisition. Your Inquisition. In stopping the Dragon's Breath, you have prevented an invasion by Qunari forces. With luck, they will return their focus to Tevinter. That should give you a few years of relative peace.
I'm supposed to be wearing gold, but that color is not good enough. My gold is better, although it looks red if I'm in the deep roads. The dragon bone. He's not wearing dragon bone. He must be wearing just like pyrite or something. It's definitely not very really gold. The shoulder pad thing.
The Qunari said the Inquisition was unknowingly working for agents of Fen Harel.
I gave no orders.
You led us to Skyhold.
Coryphia should have died unlocking my orb. When he survived, my plans were thrown into chaos. When you survived, I saw the Inquisition as the best hope this world had of stopping him. and you needed a home. Hence, Skyhold.
You gave your orb to Corypheus.
Not directly. My agents allowed the Venatori to locate it. The orb had built up magical energy while I lay unconscious for millennia. I was not powerful enough to open it. The plan was for Corypheus to unlock it, and for the resulting explosion to kill him. Then I would claim the orb. I did not foresee a Divinity Magister having learned the secret of effective immortality.
What would have happened if Corypheus had died and you had recovered the orb?
I would have entered the Fade using the mark you now bear. Then I would have torn down the veil. As this world burned in the raw chaos, I would have restored the world of my time. The world of the elves.
If you destroyed the veil, wouldn't the false gods be freed?
I had plans.
I never thought of you as someone who would do that, Solas.
Thank you. You must understand. I awoke in a world where the veil had blocked most people's conscious connection to the Fade. It was like walking through a world of tranquil.
We aren't even people to you.
Not at first. You showed me that I was wrong. Again. That does not make what must come next any easier.
For whatever it's worth, thanks for the castle.
For whatever it's worth, you used it well.
What's wrong with the Inquisition?
You created a powerful organization, and now it suffers the inevitable fate of such. Betrayal and corruption.
It's not that simple.
Do you know how I discovered the Canary plot? The plot I disrupted by leading them to your doorstep. The Canary spies in the Inquisition tripped over my spies in the Inquisition. The Elven guard who led you to the Canary body? Who intercepted the servant with the Gatlock barrel? Mine.
Why bother disrupting the Canary plot if you're going to destroy the world regardless?
You have shown me that there is value in this world, Inquisitor. I take no joy in what I must do. Until that day comes, I would see those recovering from the breach free of the Qun.
Why?
Because I am not a monster. If they must die, I would rather they die in comfort. In any event, it is done.
I guess we owe you for that one too.
I hope it gives your people some final peace.
You control the Eluvians now.
Yes. You remember Briala from Hallam Shiral? For a time, she controlled part of the labyrinth. One of my agents was supposed to take it from her, but he did not succeed. I had to override the magic personally. The Canary stumbled upon this section independently. With them gone, the Eluvians are now mine.
There's still the matter of the anchor. It's getting worse.
Yes. I'm sorry. We are almost out of time. The mark will eventually kill you. Drawing you here gave me the chance to save you. At least for now.
You don't need to destroy this world. I'll prove it to you.
I would treasure the chance to be wrong once again, my friend. Take my hand. I'm sorry. Live well, while time remains.
I was afraid it was going to put the romance into there because the stupid talk with Josephine said, "Oh, you were so upset when Solas left." Oh, message.
Something must be done, but we cannot lose the Inquisition now. We stand on the brink of war with the Canary.
Yes, because this Solas provoked them in the first place.
The Inquisition did not cause this threat. We informed the Summit of the danger.
The danger posed by
Oh,
Qunari
now where's
spies
my mod? I
inside
can't
your
use it in the last
organization.
part.
Without our organization, none of us would be here to complain.
No one has forgotten what you have done. But Corypheus is 2 years dead.
If the Inquisition is to continue,
wear my
it must
purple
do so
people
as a
outfit.
legitimate
Keeper
organization, not a glorified
outfit with the
mercenary
whoop.
band.
Why did that go away?
Inquisitor.
Side profile always looks like Solas' head. Or join. Throw the book on the ground. You have to disband to throw the book on the ground. If you go divine, it doesn't throw the book on the ground.
You all know what this is. A writ from Divine Justinia authorizing the formation of the Inquisition. We pledge to close the breach, find those responsible, and restore order, with or without anyone's approval. It wasn't a formally authorized treaty that saved Ferelden's people. It wasn't careful diplomacy that ended your inane civil war. It was never about the organization. It was about people doing what was necessary. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a world to save. Again. Effective immediately, the Inquisition is disbanded.
Oh, who do I kiss? Or leave, stay with? I assume it's not displaying anybody's modded eyes colors now. Like Victorians and Soul Coals there. Not supposed to leave. Neither are you. No, you don't totally get to stay with Dorian as a permanent arrangement. Yes, puppy, you're here. here then. Come here. I can't reach you. I can't reach you. You gotta come here. Come here then, Zelda. Come here then. Now Vivian's in the picture again. Oh, now she's finally in charge. Grudgingly agreed not to destroy its terrified leaders. Come here, Zelda. Come here, Zelda. Liliana continued her romance with the hero of Ferelden, even though their respective responsibilities often kept them apart. Whenever she could spare time, Liliana would join her love in a villa at the Weaking Sea, the house from Liliana's childhood. So the hero definitely returned, and somebody has to announce the cure for the blight. He was more focused, tactical, and some dared say effective. Oh, the supposedly retired Inquisitor. it on. No matter how far life took them, they would always be together. Okay. And that's the thing about disbanding the Inquisition, is Cullen just takes off. If they need him, his blade would be ready. Greatest strength lay in his lover in the south, conversed with acid crystal. Some claim to have seen the Inquisitor on rare occasions sneaking into the heart of winter to aid his abbot. Why was he rarely seen in the years that followed? Carried out the duties of the wardens. Went to join the wardens but was rarely seen. Minutes. Wow, I'm actually gonna finish it. Himself formally received by Josephine's family and asked Montelier became a second home. A place where the Inquisitor could at least find peace for a time, with Josephine happily by his side. But not always at Josephine's house. Move in with anybody else. Lots of elves left places to go join Fenrirel. Oh, and now Bull is standing by me. Is he's the only person that didn't have to actually leave?
My agents have found nothing. With the illusions, he
Oh,
could be
Dorian.
anywhere.
I mean, okay, Josephine is standing.
We have no army, no formal alliances.
We have what we truly need.
We will need to be careful.
Solas knows everything about us. Who we are, how we work, our strengths and weaknesses.
Then we find people he doesn't know. We will save our friend from himself. If we can.
What is this? A new book? All this shit is weird. Oh, Varric, that is a terrible title. What are you even thinking? The sky churned like a rolling sea on a dark and stormy night, centered on a gaping hole that led to the arse end of nowhere. A hole that spit up many things that day, comets, demons, and a whole lot of trouble. It's about the Inquisition. The din of the tavern cut the silence like it owed the carter money. In the middle, in her element, Red Jenny. She looked me up and down. mostly down. Not playing, weirdy, she said, gesturing with and dismissively eating a sandwich. Don't write that. Seriously, piss up a rope. Sarah made the subtext text, which suited me fine. The court enchanter swirled into the room like a drop of beautiful poison spreading in a wineglass. She sized me up with a glance. I'm so glad you made it, my dear, she said. I am Madame de Fair, the most terrifying person you shall ever meet. Liliana enfolded Alphonse in an embrace as warm as a serpent's kiss. I always knew I could count on your support. The Count did not feel the bite of her poisoned dart until it was too late. Even if it requires your death. Drops of rain glistened on the griffin medallion grasped tightly in Blackwall's hand. The silverite wings of valor. They mean nothing. He flung the medal to the cold and uncaring ground. You don't know what I've done. You don't know me. So romantic. Cole moved like a shadow that also moved like a knife. A shadow wearing a hat where dreams came to die. It's a riddle, he whispered. A cold riddle that gnaws at your mind, but you'll feel better when it's gone. That makes as much sense as anything Cole says. Do you place your herald above the law, Ambassador? Whose law, my lady? Josephine's eyes glittered like angry opals. The law destroyed by rebellion, by civil war, by poor fiscal management. We are the law.
I got done in plenty of time.
We left our mark on adamant, but the dust hadn't settled, and neither had Harding. I can offer you a drink, if I catch your meaning. If you'd caught my meaning, you'd have offered a double. What is even happening here? The Iron Bull was a great slab of muscle with horns that could hang a tapestry. One eye scanned for threats, while the other hid behind an eye patch like a chantry sister's old sins. Come on, he barked, not looking back as he entered. The dancer with the great rack comes on in 5. That is spot on, actually. The commander had the look of a Templar who had seen the worst of humanity, yet still had the time to style his hair. This isn't just a war, he said, his gaze steely like a dull blade. It's the only war. Cullen! That's Cullen! The mage wore a class of handsome sneer cultivated by 1,000 years of Tevinter elitism. The name's Dorian, he glared. D-O-R-I-A-N. spell it right, you marble-headed lump, or it's toad time. A toad? That's hardly credible. The bold elf spun, mage staff crackling like the city after a good man's murder. "You're crazy!" the Red Templar cried in terror. Moonlight glinted off ears like the knives you never see coming. Better to fade out than burn away. Ugh, Varric. Wait, where am I? I don't... Oh, here it is. The Seeker clutched at my vest, her tears as desperate as they were pitiful. "Varric, I was wrong about everything," she sobbed. "Could you find it in your noble heart to forgive me?" That dwarf, he put me in the book! I'm in the book! I am reading the shit out of this!
To all who played Dragon Age Inquisition, who laughed, cried, and reached out on social media, who made fan art and comics and cosplay and jokes, thank you! It was a labor of love. Without you, it would never have been possible. Your support and passion touched us deeply. We hope that in some small way this game touched you as well. Bear your blade and raise it high. Thank you, fans from the Dragon Age team. It is over. Yes, thank you for watching. I am finally done with this playthrough. And then I have to go on to complete the game on hard and complete the game on nightmare, which isn't hard when I have all my modded skills. So, anyway, thank you for watching. Have a good day, have a good night, and goodbye.